Have you ever considered the essence of reality? This very question led a young man named Plato into a lifelong philosophical journey. Born into an aristocratic family in Athens around 427 BC, Plato was poised for a political career. However, fate had other plans. At 20, Plato found himself under the mentorship of the legendary philosopher Socrates. Socrates' radical ideas and unconventional teaching methods were a revelation to the young Plato. The Socratic method, a form of cooperative argumentative dialogue, stimulated critical thinking and illuminated the power of asking profound, probing questions. However, the Athenian state saw Socrates as a threat to the established order. In a tragic turn of events, Socrates was sentenced to death. This profound loss deeply impacted Plato. It was a critical juncture that steered him away from politics and towards a path of philosophy. In the wake of Socrates' execution, Plato traveled extensively, absorbing diverse cultural and intellectual influences. His philosophical ideas evolved, and he began to pen his thoughts, resulting in a series of dialogues. These dialogues, often featuring Socrates as the protagonist, became a powerful medium of disseminating philosophical ideas. They covered a wide range of topics, including justice, beauty, truth, and virtue, and continued to be studied for their depth of thought and literary value. Upon his return to Athens, Plato established his academy, an institution of higher learning, where intellectual discourse was nurtured. The academy became a beacon of knowledge, attracting scholars from near and far. It was here that Plato continued his philosophical explorations, refining his ideas and mentoring the next generation of thinkers, including Aristotle. Plato's early life experiences shaped his philosophical journey, leading to the creation of his renowned works and the establishment of his academy. The loss of his mentor, Socrates, the travels, the dialogues, and the establishment of the academy, all these experiences contributed to the formation of one of the greatest philosophers the world has ever seen. Imagine walking into a place where the pursuit of wisdom is the ultimate goal. Welcome to Plato's Academy. This renowned institution, founded by Plato in the 4th century BCE, served as a sanctuary for intellectual discourse, a place where inquisitive minds gathered to explore the depths of knowledge and understanding. Picture the bustling activity, the eager exchanges of ideas, the vibrant energy of a place dedicated to thought and learning. At the heart of the academy were the philosophical dialogues, vibrant exchanges of ideas where Plato and his students would grapple with the profound questions of existence. These dialogues were not merely academic exercises, but a living testament to the power of thought and the pursuit of wisdom. They were the crucible in which Plato's most impactful works were forged. Among these works, two stand out for their enduring significance: the Republic and the Symposium. The Republic, a treatise on justice, leadership, and societal structure, presents us with the concept of the philosopher king, a ruler guided not by power or ambition, but by wisdom and virtue. It invites us to contemplate the nature of good governance, the role of education, and the importance of moral integrity. The Symposium, on the other hand, delves into the nature of love and beauty. It encourages us to explore the deeper dimensions of our desires and aspirations, to understand the transcendent qualities that make life meaningful and fulfilling. It's a celebration of the human spirit, a testament to the power of love and the pursuit of truth. Together, the Republic and the Symposium represent the pinnacle of Plato's philosophical achievement, a testament to his profound understanding of human nature and the complexities of our existence. They offer us a glimpse into the mind of one of history's greatest thinkers, revealing a worldview that continues to resonate today, more than 2 millennia after it was first articulated. In the Academy, Plato's philosophical dialogues took shape, forming the bedrock of his enduring legacy. They serve as a beacon, guiding us on our quest for wisdom, encouraging us to question, to explore, and to strive for a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Ever wonder what reality truly is? Plato's allegory of the cave invites us to ponder this very question. It's a story that finds prisoners trapped in a cave, shackled so they can only face forward towards a wall. Behind them, a fire casts shadows from objects onto the wall, creating a puppet show of sorts. Devoid of any other experiences, the prisoners perceive these shadows as reality. But imagine, if you will, a prisoner breaking free. As he steps out of the cave and into the sunlight, he's blinded. But slowly his eyes adjust. He sees the sun, the trees, the world in its true form, not just shadows on a wall. He's encountered the truth, the real world, a world that was always there, but he was unable to perceive. This allegory, my friends, is Plato's way of illustrating the difference between the world of appearances and the world of reality. The cave signifies the world of senses, where we're bound by our perceptions. The shadows, they represent the half-truths, the illusions that we mistake for reality. The journey outside the cave, that's the journey of the philosopher, the journey towards knowledge, towards truth, towards enlightenment. But what happens when the enlightened prisoner returns to the cave? His fellow prisoners, still shackled, unable to comprehend the reality he's experienced, ridicule him. They are comfortable in their ignorance, refusing to accept that there could be a reality beyond the shadows on the wall. This is Plato's critique of the ignorance that often pervades society. It's a challenge to us all to question our assumptions, to seek the truth beyond the shadows. It's a call to intellectual courage, to step out of the cave, to adjust our eyes to the harsh sunlight of truth, and to strive for enlightenment. Plato's allegory of the cave challenges us to question our perceptions and aspire towards enlightenment. It's a timeless reminder that reality is often much more than what meets the eye. So, ask yourself, are you merely watching shadows on the wall, or are you ready to step out of the cave? What if our physical world is merely a reflection of a higher, non-material reality? Plato's theory of forms introduces this fascinating concept. This theory forms the backbone of Plato's philosophy, proposing an alternative to our perception of the world around us. The theory of forms paints a world beyond our physical one. It argues that the material world we experience is not the ultimate reality, but a reflection of a higher ideal world of forms. These forms represent the truest, most perfect versions of things, transcending time and space. They're the blueprint, the archetypes from which all things in our physical world draw their characteristics. For instance, consider a chair. There are countless variations of chairs in the world, all different in design, color, and function. Yet, we recognize them all as chairs. According to Plato, this is because they all share in the form of a chair, an ideal concept of a chair that exists in the world of forms. This theory also extends to abstract concepts such as beauty, justice, and goodness. We perceive these values differently, shaped by our personal experiences and cultural backgrounds. But Plato suggests there exists an ideal form of beauty, justice, and goodness that we instinctively recognize and strive towards. The theory of forms compels us to question the nature of reality. It encourages us to seek the eternal truths beyond our immediate material experiences. If our world is a reflection, then perhaps there's more to life than what meets the eye. Perhaps we ought to look past the surface and strive to understand the deeper, more profound truths that govern our existence. Through the theory of forms, Plato urges us to delve deeper into the meanings of our everyday experiences. He challenges us to question, to seek, and to understand the world beyond the physical material realm. He invites us to embark on a journey of intellectual exploration, illuminating our understanding of reality and our place within it. What drives our actions? Plato's tripartite theory of the soul offers a compelling answer. Plato, in his philosophical wisdom, proposed that our soul, our very essence, is comprised of three distinct parts: reason, spirit, and desire. Each part, while unique in its function, is interconnected, their harmony crucial for a balanced life. Reason, the first part of the soul, is the seat of logical thought and rationality. It is the part that contemplates, analyzes, and makes judicious decisions. It's what helps us see beyond the immediate, perceive the long-term consequences of our actions, and guides us towards the right path. Next, we have spirit, the part that is stirred by honor, recognition, and a sense of justice. It's the part that ignites passion, fuels ambition, and drives us to strive for greatness. It provides the emotional strength needed to stand up for what we believe is right. Finally, there is desire, the raw, primal part of the soul that seeks physical and material satisfaction. It's the part that craves food when we're hungry, longs for sleep when we're tired, and yearns for companionship when we're lonely. But how does understanding this tripartite soul benefit us? Well, it helps us comprehend the motivations behind our actions. It encourages introspection, making us aware of which part of our soul is at play at any given moment. Are we acting out of reason, spirit, or desire? Moreover, Plato's theory prompts us to strive for balance. Just as a well-tuned instrument creates harmony, a well-balanced soul leads to a fulfilled life. It teaches us not to let desire override reason, not to let spirited ambition cloud rational judgment. A balanced soul, according to Plato, is one where reason holds the reins, guiding spirit and desire, ensuring they serve higher purposes rather than mere self-interest. This equilibrium paves the way for a virtuous life, a life of wisdom, courage, and moderation. Plato's tripartite soul theory encourages us to cultivate self-awareness and inner harmony. So, let us reflect on our motivations, strive for balance, and journey towards a more fulfilled and enlightened existence. Imagine a ruler guided by wisdom and virtue. This is the philosopher king, as envisioned by Plato. Within the pages of the Republic, Plato paints a vivid picture of an ideal leader, the philosopher king, a figure embodying wisdom, justice, and virtue. But this concept isn't merely an abstract political theory, it's a philosophy that we can apply to our own lives. The philosopher king isn't just a ruler, they're a seeker of wisdom, a lover of truth, guided not by personal ambition or desire, but by an unwavering commitment to justice and the common good. They're not swayed by the whims of the crowd or the allure of power. Instead, they use wisdom as their compass, leading with fairness and integrity. This is a leadership model that goes beyond politics. It's about leading oneself, making decisions that align with our values, and living with purpose and integrity. But how can we apply this to our own lives? How can we become the philosopher kings of our own destinies? It starts with self-awareness, with understanding our values and what truly matters to us. It's about making decisions guided not by fleeting desires, but by wisdom and an unwavering commitment to what's right. It's about leading ourselves with integrity, even when no one is watching. And it's about lifelong learning, about continually seeking wisdom. Remember, the philosopher king isn't born, they're made. They're molded by their pursuit of knowledge and their commitment to virtue. And so, we too can mold ourselves, can strive to embody Plato's philosopher king in the way we lead our lives. This is the power of Plato's philosopher king. It's not just a model for political leadership, it's a blueprint for personal growth and self-leadership. It's a call to lead ourselves with wisdom, integrity, and virtue. By aspiring to be the ruler of our own destiny, we can apply Plato's concept of the philosopher king to our lives. Education shapes us and our societies. In Plato's philosophy, it holds a transformative power. This statement rings true today, just as it did in the days of ancient Athens. Education was not merely a tool for Plato. It was a profound catalyst for change, a conduit through which individuals and societies could reach their highest potential. Plato emphasized the transformative power of education. He saw it as a journey that begins in the darkness of ignorance and leads towards the light of knowledge and understanding. This journey was not a solitary one. It was a shared endeavor where the collective pursuit of knowledge led to societal progress and enlightenment. In his legendary academy, Plato nurtured an environment of intellectual growth. The academy was not just a place for learning, it was a space where curiosity was kindled, where the thirst for knowledge was not just quenched, but continually replenished. It was here that Plato sowed the seeds of his philosophy, fostering a culture of critical thinking and intellectual discourse. Plato's vision of education went beyond the acquisition of knowledge. He believed in the cultivation of virtues, in developing moral and ethical understanding. He saw education as a process that shapes character, molds disposition, and ultimately paves the way for a life lived in harmony with others and oneself. Education, for Plato, was also the key to societal advancement. He believed that a society's progress was intrinsically linked to the education of its people. The more enlightened the citizens, the more evolved the society. This belief underscores the importance of education as a tool for societal transformation, a catalyst for progress and development. Plato's philosophy on education resonates deeply even in our modern world. It encourages us to view education as a lifelong journey, a continuous process of growth and learning. It inspires us to cultivate curiosity, to seek knowledge, and to strive for intellectual and moral growth. Just as Plato's academy fostered growth, we too should seek continual learning and intellectual growth. As we traverse the path of life, let us remember that education is not a destination, but a journey. A transformative journey that shapes us, our societies, and the world at large. Plato's philosophy, though ancient, still holds profound relevance in our lives today. His philosophical ideas, from the allegory of the cave to the theory of forms, are not just intellectual exercises but practical tools for personal growth. They challenge us to question our perceptions, to seek out deeper truths, and to understand the motivations behind our actions. In the spirit of Plato's philosopher king, we can strive to be rulers of our own destinies, guided by wisdom and virtue. We can embrace the transformative power of education, fostering a commitment to lifelong learning and intellectual growth. In essence, Plato's philosophies invite us to embark on a journey towards a more examined and meaningful life. By integrating Plato's wisdom into our lives, we not only honor his legacy but enrich our own journeys towards a more examined and meaningful life.